I've been thinking, and well, after meeting someone with social anxiety and after going through it myself, I've kind of realized that most people are kind of. Well, why do you keep saying that? Most people that are socially anxious are stupid, and so are you. And the reason is the false assumptions that we make along the way, I guess. So, yesterday decided that I wanted to improve my social skills a bit more. So I joined a couple of servers and eventually stumbled on a social anxiety one. And while I didn't find anyone to talk to because I were too shy, I've kind of realized that the people are a bit stupid. Well, I'll explain it later. I'll set the thing up and I'll explain it to you. It's a bit wet here, but I'll just squat and I'll hope that this is okay. But yeah, yesterday I decided to improve my social skills by speaking to some people, try to practice some strategies that you just see online about writing, speaking, storytelling. And when I read the chats and spoke to some people through text, I've kind of realized that they are stuck under some weird fallacy or conspiracy. Most people with social anxiety joining the social anxiety server are people who want to do something about it, or oh yeah, they want to do something about it. So they join the server hoping to find some strategies, I guess, that it could help them. And yeah, that's pretty. It's admirable. It's good that people are deciding to do something about it, but they're taking the wrong way. The people they believe that social anxiety is this kind of fear inside of you that makes you unable to speak about things. I hope the wind isn't too hard. Yet they all believe that there's this fear inside of their hearts stopping them to speak as well as they wanted, which is just wrong. That's not really how it works. And it's a bad strategy or assumption to make because when you believe that there's this fear inside of you that stops you from living to your full potential, then you do anything to get rid of that fear. So you'll maybe do some meditation, you'll go exercise, you'll go to therapy, challenge the beliefs, and you'll see it's lowering and lowering, lowering. Your fear keeps lowering, but it's always still there. So, yeah, what you do against it, and the how I would solve that in that situation is you either constantly distract yourself, which only works in the short term because you'll feel miserable in the end, or you'll just kill yourself. Those are the two only ways to get rid of the fear. And I think I think for the people who haven't even considered the possibility of suicide, that it's pretty intense to hear that you're on a road to kill yourself. That is the best solution to your problem. And the problem is that you're fixing the wrong problem. You're not trying to get rid of the fear inside of you. Because fear isn't something inside of you, it's outside of you. So let's say I walk, I'm walking on the streets, maybe do some cardio, and there spawns a lion in front of me, just randomly, and it wants to kill me, and I become scared. Okay, let's say that situation apart. When I'm scared, is it an emotion that invokes within me, or is it a line that is scaring me? It's the line that is scary. It's not a feeling that is inside of you. Hmm, how do I explain this? Well, while we well, it's not that obvious that we feel feelings inside of us, because it's only when we stare at the scary thing or think about it that our emotions arise. Fear is a thought, it's a perception, it's seeing something, it's the way we see the world, it's how we see threats. That's kind of how we give the world meaning in a sense. Like green makes us think of nature and stuff like that. Everything we see and think about means something to us. And that's why fear isn't this magical emotion inside of you, it's outside of you. The problem is not you, the problem is the fucking lion outside of you, outside the world. And I don't think there are lions nearby. Well, there's a zoo there, but well, it doesn't really matter. What I'm trying to say is that stop trying to challenge the negative beliefs and stop trying to get rid of all the negative emotions, even if they could be extremely intense. Well, no, don't get. You have to get rid of the emotion, but not what is inside of you, because there's nothing inside of you. Emotions are not in your head. Emotions is what you see. When you're afraid and anxious of social stuff, that means that there is a threat outside of you. Maybe in your thoughts. And when it's a thought, then it is something that could happen to you. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a real thought and it wouldn't scare you. And yeah, that's a really important distinction to make, because one leads you to suicide and another one leads you to a more stoic path, I guess, of trying to fight against the world or maybe embrace it even. Well, so when you're anxious of social situations, you might be walking, you see some people across the street, and your heart starts racing. It's these people are threatening. They are a fear. They are a threat, and so they are the problem, I guess. And it's pretty vague because even though you understand that the person is a fear, you don't understand what the fear is yet. A person isn't scary in itself; it's what they could do to you. And most of the cases in social anxiety, it is us thinking that they would see us as someone pathetic, and yeah, it's the it's seeing someone that might see us as pathetic that is the anxiety. And which makes sense. Nobody wants to be alone and nobody wants to die. These are the two fears that humans have. It's the fear of being alone and the fear of dying. And while they might be connected, they're still there's still a distinction to make, definitely in this world, because it's possible to be alone, but it just hurts and it's anxious and it's scary. And definitely when you can't do anything, when you have the feeling you can't do anything about it, about the feeling, and you're mindlessly trying to challenge a belief, you start feeling deprived and that you can't do anything about it, which is rough, man. I know I'm going on a lot of tangents, but what I'm trying to say is that don't try to get rid of the emotions, try to get rid of the threat. When you see people hating you, go confront them, go talk about them, talk about it with them, and understand what is going on. Do they really think you're pathetic? Are you 100% sure? And if yes, you're sure, then ask them why and change it. If you're not willing to change it, find other people. It's as simple as that. Most of the time, social anxiety is caused by being stupid, not understanding that the hate of another person is uh, the fear of another person is just something that we assume more than that we think. Because the truth is, you can't really think of what other people are thinking of you. And it's as unlikely that every single person on the earth will hate you. You're just confronting the wrong thing, man. I can make videos on how to make this more practical, but I feel like the change in assumptions and understanding the mistakes you're thinking is the first crucial step to actually doing something. Because maybe you don't really have to have any practical steps outside of that, and you'll figure it out on your own. If someone dislikes you, just go confront them, speak about it with them. You'll quickly catch on that it's just an assumption that you make, even when they seem to look at you pathetically and give you this what you call it, this look that your mother gives you when you do something wrong. It's not always because there's something wrong with you. Sometimes they're just having a bad mood. You should definitely think about that, man. And when you go talk to people, well, no, go talk to people right now. Go talk to people right now and understand that you're making a mistake in your logic, because it's not working, man. If you try, if you keep trying to get rid of all the negative emotion, you'll just kill yourself. Because there is no such thing as negative emotion, only threats. The threats will always stay there unless you actually face them. So go confront the things, the threats right now. Don't make foolish excuses or anything because of some magical anxiety or lack of courage that you have. No, go fucking confront them, man. Please. I think you can do it. And if you guys don't understand what I'm saying because of the wind, or maybe I'm just not clear enough, I'll definitely make other videos about it. But you'll have to take the initiative to tell me what you don't understand, because I don't know everything about you guys. It's just my own experience, what I needed to hear from my older self. And I don't hear myself speak until I actually edit the video. Well, edit the video, fuck, the wind. No, do you guys even hear me? So I'll only hear me speak when I attach the clips together and cut some things out that I didn't really appreciate, or that might be a bit too intense for the people for the people I'm talking to. Well, that's weird. That's third perspective because I'm talking to you. I'll just attach the clips, tell me what I can improve on, and ask some questions, and I try to help you because I'm on the same path. And this is what stopped me from wanting to kill myself. And it seems really logical, my approach. It's not some religious stuff and just assuming, well, where people just assume where it's true. Because it's based on some logic, at least. Might be wrong, might be true. Just give me some advice as well, because we're in the same boat. Oh, man, I'm going to stop talking to you guys. It's a way too cold. I think you got the point. And yeah, go talk to people right now. You close off the video. See you.